Tuesday. So we will get those done for you. Let's see, why am I not feeding? There we go. It's one of those days. So we'll get this feeding to the other thing and I will start Instagram. There we go. Alright, so now Instagram is started as well. Let me get the link for these ladies. Let's see. Hopefully you've had a good weekend. Ours was kind of relaxing, actually. We didn't do a whole lot. It was kind of a weekend off. So we'd intended to work, but there weren't routes for when we needed to work, so we went to an anniversary party last night. That was fun. That's about it. So we didn't do a whole lot this weekend, which is nice. I'm going to tip my screen just a little bit here. I'm going to use my scissors to do it because I can't reach that far. Alright, let me refresh all these chats. We'll make sure that we've got everybody able to comment in here. I don't know how many times it takes. I just click them about a half a dozen times. Hi, Kim. And I did order that set for you, Kim. It won't be in, it's not going to be until after Christmas, maybe toward the end of the week. I got a notification that it's shipped, but everything is moving super slow because of the holiday packages. So I'm guessing it's going to be here toward the end of this week. If not, it'll be the beginning of next week. So as soon as it comes in, I will get that out to you. But they did still have them available, so that was good. Alright, let's see. Nobody has come in over here on the Facebook side yet. Okay. No worries. And if you want me to hold them for a while, if you think you might want to get something else, I can do that so that you can combine shipping. It's not a big deal to me. It's just sitting here anyway. So let's see. I'm going to pull up this Facebook feed over here and just see. Okay. It doesn't look like there's any comments on that page yet either, so we should be good. Hi, Lydia. Alright, so one and done's tonight. Everything is the last piece of its kind. We can't reorder these like the blockbusters, so all these were limited edition releases. They're here for a little while and then they're gone. So we are going to go ahead and get started. I found most of my numbers. I'm still missing one, but I found most of them. So that's a positive step in the right direction. Some days are better than others. Let me find my jewelry bust here. She keeps wandering off. Our first one tonight. I like this one. Galloping Gala in red. This is an emerald cut, ruby red rhinestone, surrounded by small white rhinestones. So it's not a huge piece. You can kind of see next to me it's not huge, but it is enough to stand out. This is the length and size of this. So mostly under the collar, just a tiny bit that's not. With the 2-inch extension, it is going to come down to mid-chest and maybe just a little tiny bit past. Yeah, I thought this was an elegant one too, without being super flashy. So because it's red, I don't want my things to be super flashy, so I like this one. Alright, let me see what I did with my numbers now. I just told you I found them. And then I don't know what I did with them. Oh, here, they fell off the side. That's why. I pushed them over with my computer monitor. The things that happen on my desk, I'm telling you. This is number 101 tonight. First piece tonight, 101. Galloping Gala in red. You're going to travel anywhere over the next few days, Kim? Are you gonna stick it out at home? We are sticking it out at home. Everybody's on the roads right now, so we're gonna stay at home for now, and then probably later, I know later in January we have a trip to the beach planned. Because believe it or not, even the beach at Christmas time is busy. Super busy right now. All kinds of friends and family meeting up down there, having their little reunions, whether they're official or not. So, yeah, not even to town. No, this time of year I avoid Walmart like the plague. Because people are rude and they're short-tempered and they're all in the way. So, it's just better for everybody if I stay out of Walmart. All right, next up, we have Think of the Posh-abilities. And I do not have a list. That is the name, Posh-abilities. So this is in black. We have the black chunky beads inside the silver rings. Then we also have black beads and a white rhinestone. So each of those clusters has a chunky bead, a regular black bead, and a white rhinestone. And then we have the silver rings. I love these rings. I have several necklaces that are rings, and I like them. This is the length. So right above the collar with the 2-inch extension, it is going to sit down not quite to mid-chest. Hi Becky, Juanita, and Shannon. It's right there. So we have Think of the Posh-abilities in black. This one is number 102. And for you ladies coming in, it is one and done night. If you didn't catch that, sometimes you can see the title, sometimes you can't, so I'll just let you know. Usually I try to name it something with one in the title if it's going to be a one and done, but not everybody can see the title, so make sure everybody's written down here. Even the grocery stores. Today we went to the grocery store. I had to get some tomatoes because I was making chili because it's cold outside. And the grocery store is terribly busy too. And people are impatient and not nice. And so I was ready to get out of there. Alright, this is a longer necklace. I'm going to hold it up. It is 3 layers, but this way you can see all 3 layers. At the top we have a hammered disc. Second layer is just this chain, the plain chain. And then down at the bottom we have the white crackle stone in an oval shape with a silver frame. Hello, Ashley. This is the length of those layers. So our hammered disc right up here at the collar. Our chain is hanging just above the bust. Our white crackle stone. You're at Chili's right now. I'm just making chili. It's a little different, but not too bad. I was at a Mexican restaurant last night. So this one hangs in the upper abdomen, and with the 2-inch extension, it's going to be right around the mid-abdomen. So we've got the 3 layers there. I love the layers too, Kim. I love layered necklaces. This is Perennial Phenomena in white. I do also have this in a blue crackle stone. It is not a one and done, so it's not in the show tonight, but I do have that available. This is number 103. So what are you eating at Chili's, Ashley? I always get the quesadilla explosion salad. That was where Max and I first met up this last time before we started dating. So we knew each other from work before, in case you don't know the story. And we met up again later when neither one of us were married, and we met at Chili's. So that's kind of been our spot, and we stop there usually on our way back from our circuit assemblies because we have to come right through the town where that is. You have the burger and fries, and I had the quesadilla explosion salad, so I've had it every time that we went back. So it's kind of a sentimental thing. Don't tell anybody that I told you that, because I'm not a sentimental person, but there we go. Alright, The Way You Make Me Wheel, and that's because these are wheel-shaped hoops. So you see the little studs coming out from the center. They're in a highly polished silver. Let's see, there's my head just even. This is the length and size. So The Way You Make Me Wheel in silver, these are going to be number 104. I think my son usually gets the burger and fries. He likes those. I also like the, what are they called? The spicy chicken tenders, the honey chicken tenders that are warm. I like those too, but I don't usually get them. Next up, we have, these are some fat gold hoops. That's what I call them, fat hoops. Because they are a little bit fatter, top to bottom. These are called chic crescento. These are not heavy because they are hollow in the middle. So if you see in, they are hollow. This is the length and size. So gives you a nice size on your ear. Chic crescento in gold is number 105. I'm going to go ahead and go through 110. Give everybody a little bit of time to get in here so that you don't have to guess all the answers. And then we will play a little bit of Survey Says. Okay, next up we have Flower Shop Sparkle. These are in white. So we have a lacy flower. It's our filigree. And the inside, that center of the flower, is little white rhinestones. Let me see if I can show you that up close. That's what it looks like up close. This is the length and size. So we have Flower Shop Sparkle in white, number 106. Number 107. Do a few earrings because I've got a lot of earrings tonight. Vineyard Romance in rose gold. So these are a rose gold filigree. You can see, kind of looks like maybe some little heart shapes in that filigree. It's really hard to tell, but it looks like they could be. And the little round cutouts. This is the length and size. I love the rose gold. Isn't it pretty? Combination between copper and gold, and it just makes it a really nice shade. Number 107 for these. Vineyard Romance in rose gold. What is everybody else doing? Who's watching football? I know somebody's got to be watching football. Max is watching football. Let's see, this one is Fashionably Fantabulous. So, a simple necklace. This is a yellow faceted bead in a silver frame, so more of a dainty look. It's also great for casual or for layering. So that'll give you a layer to put in there that has a little bit of color. And that pretty lemon yellow. This is the length of this necklace. So you can see it's hanging about 1/2 inch to 3/4 of an inch above this collar. With the 2-inch extension, it's going to hang just below the collar. Hello, Allison. Your touchdown earrings came in today, the red and white ones. So just figured I'd let you know that they are in. Fashionably Fantabulous. This is in yellow. It is going to be number 108. 108. Let me write down Allison. Is everybody still cold? It's 30 degrees here right now, which I know it doesn't sound like much to Allison, but it's cold here. We don't get that many days that are down this low, and with the dampness in the air, it makes it feel really cold. So, not excited about this. All right, here's a long necklace. This is called Elite Shine. This is in white, You can't get warm. See, that's how I feel. My feet have been cold all day. Hi, Ruth. And you know, if your feet get cold, you can't get warm. So this is a teardrop faceted white rhinestone with a silver chain tassel coming down off the bottom. This is the length, so right below the bust. With the 2-inch extension, this is going to come down. It's going to get close to belly button territory, maybe right above, depending on how it fits you. So this one is Elite Shine. You're at 4 degrees, Allison? See, that would be enough to make me move. Elite Shine in white. Number 109. Although I do remember in Wyoming one winter where our wind chill temperatures were -50 to -80. So we had, most of you who are in cold climates will know what this is, we had block heaters on our cars. So you would plug your car in, and it's supposed to keep your engine block warm so that when it's really cold outside, it'll start. But that year, it was so cold that even the block heater could not keep the engine warm enough for it to start. So it took my dad probably half the day to get the car to start in that kind of weather. Yeah, it was horrible. Yeah, I bet you would take 30 degrees, but can you take the humidity with it? Because I'm not liking the humidity. And then as soon as I start moving around, I feel hot because of the humidity. All right, this is the More the Modest in white. So 2 strands of white pearly beads, larger toward the center, and going up the neck we get smaller until the even sized ones here. We have silver spacers in between these. Hi, Marlo. Marlo, do you remember that year in Wyoming that it got -50 and -80 with the wind chill when we were younger? I remember we wanted to go roller skating, and so I was so mad because we could not go roller skating because the car wouldn't start. My dad went out there, and he did finally get the car started after a while. This is the length. So one above the collar and one kind of right at the collar. With the 2-inch extension, it is going to sit right here, which is going to be just above mid-chest, not quite all the way there. If you don't have a set of classic pearls, this is a gorgeous set. So this is the More the Modest in white, and it's number 110. Let's see, Allison, at least they're playing the game there. So they're running around and they're getting warm. Of course, when you stop, then your sweat is going to be super cold. But at least they're getting warm for right now. All right. Let's see. Our first question tonight is 6 answers. All our questions tonight will be 6 answers. We're going to go with number 4. Name something that people are afraid to ride on or in. Something that people are afraid to ride on or in. Yes, the snow drifted really bad. I think it was like a 5-foot drift in our front yard. And we carved ice caves into the front. Horse, number 1. Roller coaster, number 2. We were the only ones that played house in a snow cave. Horse and a roller coaster. What else are people afraid to ride on or in? Could be either one. Airplane, number 1. Police car? They should be afraid to ride in a police car, but they're not. Yep, that was the time because the cars would not start. And the snow was drifted. But my dad finally did get it started. Motorcycle, that was number 4. All right, 2 more. Boats, yes, number 5. One more thing. And my daughter hates these. Caitlin. She kind of freaks out every time. She does not like it when it starts to move. We got airplane. The helicopter wasn't on there. We've got airplane, roller coaster, horse, motorcycle, and boat. Not a jet ski, not a bowl, not a hot air balloon. Something people are afraid to ride on or in. This one is an in. An elevator. There you go, Kim. She hates the elevators. That little bump when it starts and then the bump when it stops. She always grabs somebody. I don't know what she thinks is going to happen. I think she's watched too many movies where the elevators, you know, crash to the bottom floor and kill people. But in real life, they don't do that often. So that is not very comforting to her, but try to tell her it doesn't happen often. She doesn't want it to happen to her at all, so the hotels are fun with her. All right, all clear in white. So these are actually, the white part is this transparent chunky bead, and then we have a hammered circle, hammered hoop down below. These are forward facing, and since they're transparent, they will match anything. So this is the length and size. Everything is one and done tonight for those of you coming in. This is number 111. Elevators have never bothered me. I'm not a huge fan of roller coasters, but only because of the, you know, the quick change in direction makes me nauseous. And it's not the height. I used to walk across the catwalks. 111 to you, Becky. I used to walk across the catwalks high up above the power plant with nothing underneath me. They would connect one building to another one, and there's literally, it's just open ground underneath you because they're outside. Sometimes I even sat down in the middle of them. You're not supposed to, but I did. I would sit there and watch people. All right, Opulent Outreach in pink. So we have pink dewy beads surrounded by white rhinestones. Kind of almost looks like a bullseye target, but in that light pink. This is the length and size. So these are not a huge earring, kind of medium to small. They are number 112 tonight. What is it that you are afraid to ride on or in, or do you have anything? I did not like the drop zone ride at the fair, the one where it does kind of drop you from an elevator. You sit up in that thing and they take it all the way to the top and then they drop it really quick. Did not like that. Too quick. All right, these are Rainstorm in gold. These are two elongated gold teardrops. That top one has gold colored rhinestones in it. Let's see if I can get it up here where you can see it, if the camera will focus for me. Come on, camera. You know you love me. There we go. So this is the length and size. We have Rainstorm in gold, number 113. Number 114. I know I just had stuff sitting here. Western Wonderland in brass. So we have that turquoise colored cracklestone in the center, kind of like a rounded off triangle. And then these kind of look like fanned out leaves on the side. I don't know if that's what it's supposed to be, but that's what it looks like to me. 3 brass bars across here. Wraps around into a cuff that opens in the back. This is the size next to my wrist, so just to give you an idea how tall this is or wide this is what it looks like. So this is Western Wonderland. It is in brass. It is number 114. And let's put that underneath it. There we go. Number 115, we have Bauble Bliss in brown. So light brown rhinestones on these silver hoops, silver circles all together, and then we have the light brown rhinestones. 114 to you, Marlo. Gotcha. What did I just do with my pen? I'm losing everything. 114. But I did find most of the numbers. I think I'm still missing one. So I'm going to put these up next to my ear. These are Bauble Bliss in brown. And again, that is a light brown. Kind of somewhere between a tan and a brown. Very weak tea is what it looks like. Number 115. All right. You're not afraid to ride anything? Yes, I agree. It hurts more when you get off of those now, and the roller coasters too. They jolt you around so bad that it really hurts when you get off. And the next day, especially. All right, 6 answers for this one. You can have fun with this one, okay? We don't need names. We don't need names to go with it. This is 6 answers. We are going to go with number 5. Name a good musical instrument for someone who's full of hot air. A good musical instrument for someone who's full of hot air. I apparently have a hole in my lip. Tuba, number 1. Takes a lot of air to move those. What else does it take a lot of air to move? Trumpet, number 4. Lots and lots of air. Trombone, number 2. I see you guys are really good at your wind instruments. Saxophone. Saxophone was number 3. We went to see Kenny G in concert one time, and he will, when he's in concert, he will play a note to show you how long he can hold the note. And just when you'd think he was done, it would keep going and going and going. It was unreal how long he could hold a note. Flute. Flute was number 6. All we're missing is number 5. By the time he got done, it was like, oh my goodness, isn't he done yet? Because, you know, after a while, that one note gets on your nerves. One more answer. A good musical instrument for someone full of hot air. We've got tuba, trombone, saxophone, trumpet, and flute. What else takes a lot of air? And also can get on your nerves. The sound that they make can get on your nerves. Harmonica, that is true, but doesn't take a lot of air for that usually. Clarinet, yeah, clarinet does, but not on there. The kazoo, not the kazoo. This one you hear a lot at funerals, certain types of funerals. Oboe, not an oboe. Musical instrument for someone full of hot air. Bagpipes, there you go, number 5. It's usually police or firemen or something along that lines. They tend to have those at their funerals, and they kind of make a whiny, screechy sound. So I don't know why they chose those. I guess maybe it sounds like people crying, or maybe it'll make you cry, I don't know. But they tend to play those at the funerals. Clarinet actually didn't make the list. My son played clarinet, my oldest son played clarinet in his school band when he was in elementary school, and he really liked it. All right, next piece. Raise your banner in black. So this is a half circle. It is hammered in the center, right across here, and through this curve. Those are black rhinestones. I don't know if you can see those. Sometimes they just look dark on the screen, which is why I showed you where they're at. And then we have a little bit of a twisted rope appearance in the silver below that. This is the length and size. So it is about 3/8 of an inch below that collar. With the 2-inch extension, it is going to sit down here to just above the bust, which means it's going to sit mostly in this mid-chest space, maybe a little lower. So we have Raise Your Banner in black. This one is going to be number 116. We are slowly creeping up on the one that I cannot find, the number I can't find. So you guys will have to forgive me when we get there. All right, next up, this is a bangle bracelet. This is called Rustic Relic in silver. Kind of looks like little sun or little dandelions set in 2 rows all the way around this bangle. I don't know if you want to call them sun or dandelions, or they kind of look like mums. I don't know what they're actually supposed to be, because that really doesn't give me much of a clue in the name. Rustic Relic. But either way, they're pretty, and they're antique silver. This is number 117. So I guess they can be whatever you need them to be. Number 118. Glorified Glitz in brown. These have the light brown pearly bead in the center, and then a row of the round rhinestones and another row of the marquee-shaped rhinestones. So this is the length and size. Good color for fall. 117 to you, Marlo. This is number 118 tonight. 118. Marlo's on a bracelet kick tonight. That's okay, you can be on a bracelet kick. I've got a few of them out here. I don't have too many, but I've got a few. Next up, number 119. My necklace is trying to get away. Not sure what it's doing here. There we go. All right, Contemporary Connections in purple. Contemporary Connections in purple. So this is a light purple rhinestone. It's in 3 places. Right here, we have this very pretty filigree pendant at the bottom. I'm just going to show that to you because there's really no descriptor for that. These little loops look like twisted rope. This is the length. So it's sitting with the pendant below the collar with the 2-inch extension. It is going to come down to sit right above the bust. So right about there. This is just such a pretty color. If you have that light purple, it's a really nice one to match. This is Contemporary Connections, and it is in purple. This is number 119. And number 120 is the one that I am missing. So, here we go. This is going to be number 120. I don't have a card for it. Radiating Refinement. So, 2 circles of gold with white rhinestones. These are fused together. They are all one piece, so those are not going to move around on you. This is the length and size, so they're going to be a forward-facing hoop. Just nice because everybody gets to see all the rhinestones. So we have Radiating Refinement. Again, this is going to be number 120. I do not have a number card for this one because that's the one that's missing. Number 120. Hi, Terry. But if you say 120, I will know which piece it is. That's why I hang them all in order. Okay. Time for another question. You are just in time, Terry. Let's see. Ooh, let's try this one. 6 answers on this. Let's go with number 5. Name something you associate with camels. The animal, camels. Something you associate with camels. What are you associating with your camels? Are you associating with your camels? Humps, number 1. Everybody knows about the camel hump. Water, number 3. Yep, because they hold their water. Desert, number 4. I also hold water. I am not a camel. Hi, Sylvia. Good to see you. Let me write you down here. Hump, desert, and water. Those are the 3 answers we've had so far. Hump, desert, and water. What else do you associate with camels? Can't give you the answers because that's cheating. The desert, yep, number 4. People riding them. That was actually not on there, but that was good. The hump. Is that all we know about camels? Humps, water, and deserts? Spitting. Oh, they didn't put that one on there, but that is good. Camels do spit, just like llamas. My nose is tickly again today. Oasis. Not oasis. Resilience. That's good. Not on there. What else do you associate with camels? Rebecca, big beautiful eyes. Nope, not those, but that's good. Rebecca's a really good answer. Just keep watering. Being slow. They are slow. Unless they're fast. They can actually do both. But yes. Not on there. There are 3 more answers. Not water. This one has nothing to do with the animal. Number 2 has nothing to do with the animal. Cigarettes, yep, number 2. Somebody would get that one. Camel cigarettes. Yuck. Hump, cigarettes, water, desert. Not sand, but that's good. Wednesday, Arabia, carrying loads, sand. No, none of those things. Okay, these are all things about the actual camel itself. The last 2 are about the camel itself. Not sand, but that's good. They're made to run in sand. Arabs, not the Arabs. Alright, pretty soon I'm going to have to give it to you so that we're not here all night trying to answer the question. Eyelashes? That's a good answer, but it wasn't on there. It probably would have been further down had they done more answers. Alright, number 6, the last answer, was smell or bad breath. Camels smell. They stink. And there you go, Kim, you got the last one. The split foot, yes. The split hoof. Yep, they are stinky. Hi, Mom. Welcome back. I see you didn't die in an accident today. We'll try again tomorrow. I'm kidding. You know that thing about, good morning, I see the assassins have failed? Well, there we go. Alright, rounded out in copper. These are 2 antiqued copper hoops. These are not fused together, so they will actually move independently. They have a texture on them. I don't know if you can see that texture. Almost looks like little bird tracks. You did survive. Look at that. This is the length and size. So if you've got antiqued copper that you like to wear, or the browns and the rusts for fall are really good with the copper. That's what I wear mine with. Number 121. Rounded out in copper. Number 122. 122 is the ruling class in silver. This is a bar necklace. I guess I'm adjusting it the wrong way. I should look when I'm doing this. Alright, gray pearly beads, kind of a medium gray, and then 1 rhinestone on each end of this bar, slightly curved, so you've got just a little arc to this bar. this is the length. So it is sitting down not too far below the collarbones, which would be about here. So a little bit below that. With the 2-inch extension, it is going to sit down at that collar. So this is a shorter one. This is the ruling class in silver. This is going to be number 122. But I'm going to hang on to it for just a second because I also have a pair of earrings in that same gray pearl. They're called Pearl Pop in silver. See those? Pearl Pop in silver. So they also have those gray pearly beads set in a teardrop of silver. This is the length and size. So Pearl Pop in silver, the earrings, this is going to be 123. So we've got 122 for the necklace, 123 for the earrings. Just in case somebody wants them together, you've got both numbers now. And of course, if you don't, I have more gray pearl earrings and more gray pearl necklaces. So no shortage of those around here. Next up, Downtown Jungle in brass. So this is the antiqued brass. One side is smooth, the other side has a reptile type pattern in it. See, it almost looks like snake skin. And they're slightly oval, slightly oval. This is the length and size. So we have Downtown Jungle in brass. These are number 124. $125. This is a long one, so I am going to hold this one up. I thought this one was pretty. This is Industrial Intensity in silver. This is the pendant part of it. So these are textured silver rings, and they're hung in several lengths, making a little cascade of silver hoops here. There we go. Cascade is as close as I'm going to get. Almost like a tassel, but it's a little bit wider than that. So this starts right here, kind of in the mid-abdomen, runs through belly button level. With the 2-inch extension, we're going to get down close to the natural waistline in your pants, so where your waistband sits. This one has a pretty fine chain, so I do not think you can fasten the lobster clasp into this. You could possibly use a pin between the two if you wanted to shorten this, but I'm not going to promise. So this is Industrial Intensity in silver. This one is number 125. 125. All right. Let's see. Six answers on this one. Let's go with number 3. Name a type of building where it always seems to be cold, or a room in the building. Type of building or room where it always seems to be cold. Where do you go that you're always freezing? I don't go anywhere and always freeze. It is very rare that I freeze. More likely to freeze outside. Office, yes, number 4. The bathroom wasn't on there, but yeah, they can get pretty cold. Hospitals. Hospitals were actually not on there, but the doctor's office was, so we'll count that. That was number 1. Doctor's office or the hospitals. Medical settings are always cold. The walk-in refrigerator. Ooh, I've been in my share of those. They are cold, but it was not on the list. So we've got the doctor's office, we've got work. Let's see, morgue. Not that you hang around there. I'm wondering how you know that. Basement. Not the basement, but that's good. Also not the grocery store, but yeah, certain sections of the grocery store are freezing. That would be the freezer section or the cooler section. Usually meat department's cold. Of course, we like it that way because we don't like rotten meat. PlayStation was not on here. I'm just going back through these, make sure I didn't miss any. Type of building or room where it always seems to be cold. A restaurant. Oh, that's good too. Yeah, they usually do keep the temperature down in there. Doctor's office we got, that was with the hospital. DMV, yeah, number 5. DMV's cold. Church evidently is not cold because they didn't put it on the list. But I agree, sometimes they are. 1, 2, 3 left. 3 answers left. Courthouse, also a good answer. They missed a whole bunch of good answers on here. What about one that has to be cold or you won't have a building? One that has to be cold or you won't have a building. What is that? City Hall? Not City Hall. Igloo. Igloo was number 6. 2 more. Let me think. These last 2 seems like they're always too cold or too hot, one or the other. They're always too hot or too cold. They're never the right temperature. One, kids spend a lot of time in. The other one, adults spend a lot of time in. Not my favorite place to take kids. Alright, if we don't get them, I'm going to go ahead and give them to you. Because that was kind of a very open-ended question. Number 2. Ooh, not the skating rink, but good guess. Especially the ice skating rink. School was number 2. Not the airport, but you are on this right track. You probably are going to use the airport if you go to this place. Or you're going to need this place if you go to an airport. Not the pool. Had to think about how that was supposed to go. You're probably going to need this place if you've gone on a plane somewhere. And why are they only cold in the winter and hot in the summer? Do they not know how a thermostat works? Not the plane, but they are usually cold. Ice cream shop. That's also a good place to be cold. Number 3 was your hotel room. Hotel room. Usually either too hot or too cold. There's very little that's just the right temperature in a hotel room. And then it depends on which bed you're sleeping in. So your hotel room was the other answer. Yeah, you got 5 out of 6, so that's not bad. Alright, Homestead Hustle in multi. Look at these little dancing discs at the bottom. These are little oval discs. This is in multi because it has more than one metal. This is brass, copper, and silver. Make sure I got the colors right. And the big part of the earring is copper, antique copper. kind of also in an oval shape. This is the length and size. So we have Homestead Hustle in multi, number 126. We are on the downhill slide here, ladies. We're getting there. 127. Egyptian Spell in black. So we have a round black bead in the center, two little curved bars on the side. They are hammered. This is the length. So sitting not too far below the collarbones, right in the middle of that upper chest with the 2-inch extension. Gonna sit just below this collar, so it's mostly gonna sit right in here. It is gonna be a short length necklace. So this is Egyptian Spell. It is in black. It is number 127. $128. Elite Expression in blue. This is a nice light blue. Kind of reminds me of like the icy mint flavor of gum or hard candies. So little teardrops, and then we have clear blue beryl beads and some little white pearly beads. This is the length and size. So we have Elite Expression in blue, number 128. Number 129. This is a long one, so let's hold this up. This is Metal Marathon in copper. So our pendant here is a stack of textured copper rings. See that? So I don't know how many are here. I didn't count them. And it does have large links, so if you want to shorten this one, you could do that. This one's going to sit right in the middle of the abdomen. With the 2-inch extension, we're going to be down around belly button territory, so somewhere down in there. And again, you definitely could shorten this if you wanted to, maybe wear it up here, something like that. So we have Metal Marathon. And this is in antique copper, so it's the dark one. Number 129. Last but not least, number 130. This is Oval the Limit in gold. So these are hammered gold links. They are, most of them are single links. This piece here is 3 links together. They're all hinged so that they're going to sit flat against your breastbone, which is the way you want them to sit. I don't know why I can't hang it straight on the bust. There we go. The earrings are smaller versions of those ovals. This is what it looks like on the mannequin. So from this link up is going to be above, this link down is going to be below the collar. So our last link is sitting not too far above the bust with the 2-inch extension. That is going to bring that down here, which is going to put all of this also under the collar. So we have Oval the Limit. This is our last piece for the night. It is number 130. 130. Okay, let me take an official count, but I think we got 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Exactly 10. So we are going to get to spin. Give me just a second while I put these names in. Of course, if you want to shop the website and would like to add anything, you can do that through at least tomorrow evening. when I send out invoices, and they may be on Tuesday again today because this is kind of a holiday week. We are super busy delivering Amazon packages this week, so I don't know how much time I'm going to have tomorrow. So it just kind of depends on how busy tomorrow is. But I will get them out to you either tomorrow or Tuesday. And of course, the mail's not going anywhere, so then the first mail date will be Thursday. Thursday, the day when we go look at bridesmaids' dresses. That should be fun. If you count shopping with 4 kind of teenage girls. They act like teenage girls. 4 teenage girls. Fun. I don't know, my daughter can go through several hundred dresses and only find one she kind of likes. Allison! Allison's the winner tonight. I think it's been a while since you've won, Allison. So you have your touchdown earrings. They're going to come to you free. You've got that in a ring, so you get your touchdown earrings for free.
Tell them they have Miami Dolphins colors. Just
Max says to tell you they're Miami Dolphins colors, Allison. I don't think she's listening to you. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't listen to you either. By Friday, hopefully we'll have the box of new stuff in. I'm going to check it when I get off of here on UPS again, see if they've updated anything. All I know is it's shipped. I don't know when it's going to get here. So we'll see if they've got an update on that. Hopefully it'll get here by the end of the week so that we can show those. If not, you know I've got other things to show you on Friday. So we'll see you back here Friday evening at 7 o'clock. Hopefully you guys have a great week. You've got some time off, most of you at least. So enjoy that. Have some fun. Get some downtime. Whatever you want to do. Probably a little bit of both. And I'm going to work to see if we can get those Amazon packages delivered. So if you've got anything coming, we're trying to get them out there. So you all